Alright, we are recording as we welcome you to race number 15 of the Music Arts Cup Series. Finishing what we started. We head to North Wilkesboro, the classic. For this one, 6 races to go in the season. And this is my second attempt in recording this. First attempt had the strength just a tiny bit too high. Cars could not hold the inside lane, and it was an absolute carnage fest. And yeah. So we're trying it again here, as with 6 races to go. Begin a little bit of a North Carolina swing here. We got North Wilkesboro and then Rockingham will be race 16, and then the final 4 races after that will be Talladega, Kentucky, Pocono, and the championship race at Pensacola. Those will be the final races to wrap up the season in that order. So we'll see who will be heading into Pensacola with the point lead, and we'll see who will be heading into Rockingham with the point lead after this one. 70 laps around Rockingham with Mitch Bretz and Cody Reynolds making up the front row. Brandon Gomez second in points, and Carter Friesen an excellent run in fourth. Mark Davidson and a beautiful qualifying effort by Colton Yo in the 74. Chris Myers and championship contender Tristan Allen third in points. Chris Valerio and point leader Tyler Lyman wraps up the top 10. Another contender in Ben Crouch in 13th. He's 4th in points. And 5th in points is DJ Reed, the number 45, who's starting way back in 32nd. He's going to need some things to go his way if he's going to get up there. Mia Leather starting in 12th. Could also have some things fall their way, and maybe they could get into the championship picture. But they're a bit farther back. They're in 6th. So, without any further ado, let's get this 70-lap race started. Oh, well, I will point out, though, pit window, if this goes green, will be about 62 to 65 laps. So, pretty close to the end is when we'll be seeing pit stops take place. But, of course, if we get cautions, that could throw a wrench into things. You never know. Let's just find out how this will play out. Let's get the command. Let's go racing at North Wilkesboro.
Drivers, start your engines.
Kind of a meh command. We got Chevrolet and Dodge on the front row, then Ford and Dodge. Then I believe 2 Chevrolets. Top starting Toyota is 7th place, Chris Myers. And the number 59 as the pace car is in. Now to turn number 4 in this short track. As the green flag flies, we are racing here at North Wilkesboro. Pretty good jump there by the 9 car, able to stick with the 44. The 44 using the inside his advantage. Will get by. Gomez using the inside lane to his advantage. And could actually maybe look for the lead here. As we have a caution already. Caution flag is in the air. And it is Dale Salzman and Darius Dadger in trouble. And more bad luck for Austin Lipp. He just cannot get a break at all. So Mitch Bretz did in fact lead at that caution, as we have pretty much instantaneous caution. That actually helped Tristan Allen, who was caught on the high side 3 wide. He would have dropped back pretty far if that had gone green. So we'll see here. Oh, that's all but 4 wide. Contact with 36 to 19, almost into the 98. He actually got really lucky there. So a 3-car incident at the very back of the field. Here on lap 1. So I doubt anyone's going to pit except for maybe those 3 to repair the damage. And I don't even know if they did that, as everyone's still trying to sort themselves out as far as where they're running. E. Burns taking a weird lane there. Hopefully no one brake checked or ARCA braked, which would be really annoying. So after just 1 lap, Mitch Bretz hangs on to the lead. Cody Reynolds falls to 4th. Brandon Gomez and Mark Davidson getting by him. Carter Friesen wraps up the top 5 right now. Then Chris Myers, Colton Yo, Chris Valerio, point leader Tyler Lyman in 9th, and then Ethan Timms up into the top 10. Just down 11th. Mia Leathers and Ben Crouch, that's kind of important to see where they're running. Doesn't look like we're going to have any lap cars to worry about yet. And it doesn't look like anyone pitted at all, so pit window should stay about the same. I'm going to very gingerly accelerate through here. Don't want to miss taking the green flag again, which we'll be doing this time by. As we just confirm it here, everyone stays on the lead lap. But we'll see if we get a long green flag run here, if those damaged cars will become a problem for the leaders. We got Chevrolet, Ford, Chevrolet, and 2 Dodges here in the top 5. As lap number 7, green flag back in the air. It's Brett sliding up the track a little bit there. Could open the door for Gomez. Can easily reclaim the point lead here today. And of course Mark Davidson, who's had a great car but just has not had anything go his way. He is now looking for 2nd. Tristan Allen taking advantage of a 3 wide situation. And is now up into the top 10 comfortably. But Tyler Lyman and Ben Crouch, few championship contenders, all in a bit of a mix here. There's Derek Hamill trying to move up to the number 7. But Tyler Lyman just does not need or want any trouble. But he's trying to hang on, not lose too many spots, because all of his rivals are now ahead of him. And it's not like he has a comfortable point lead, as Ben Crouch actually gets back by the 72. That's for our top 10. As you can see, these cars are having a hard time holding the inside lane. So we'll see. And it's Carter Friesen up into the top 3. Great run so far for the 92. Cody Reynolds hanging on pretty solidly. And Colton Yo doing a great job. But we've still got a long way to go here. 60 laps remaining. Allen and Crouch hoping to maybe try and run down the 81. He seems to have been a short track king this season. Definitely favors the short tracks. Once you take the lead, it is not that easy to take it away from. To get that taken away from you by the other drivers. As we're looking back here. Oh, I'm glad I looked back here. We just had a massive crash and we have ARCA brakes. Holy smokes. Barry Bernstein destroyed. I see Jonathan Rains. Austin Lipp again. Zach Ryan, and who else is that? Just up against the wall. Iggy Burns. Very much mauled. As already we got pit stops and a very mixed bag of strategy. Oh boy. So Gomez comes in along with Davidson, but Cody Reynolds, Colton Yo all stay out. Ethan Timms stays out. We got quite a few cars here staying out. Snyder, Scott stays out. Descard Go, Anthony staying out. Samantha LeBron, Jack Cochran have stayed out as well, and many others. So it looks like about half and half, I'd say. Coming down pit road versus not, along with some of the damaged cars. Which, man, I just wanted to see how the damaged cars were faring from that first incident. Which, they were actually not doing too badly. And then I came across that. So, ouch. As there's the 77. Just was not clear, and man, that is a massive hit there for Brandon Hall, the 49. Hit to the attenuator for the 77. The double zero is involved. Absolutely devastating crash right there. So that is probably going to be out of the race for the 49, and indeed it is. But, man, those cars who pitted there are now mired back in traffic, as we actually see Mark Davidson coming on the pit road here. Not sure if he's just looking to top off. Oh, he has damage. Severe front end damage to the 99. His bad luck will continue for the 99. Looks like he may have had an incident on pit road. I think I can actually go and get a look at that. As he comes off pit road, looks like they've repaired it a good little bit there. I can find out really, really quickly what may have caused the 99 to get that damage. So there he is on pit road, along with everyone else. As he pulls out, the 81 checks up. Not sure what that was, and then the 92. So something happened to the 81. I think he checked up to not get involved with any of that. So that is not good, and that could also mean some damage for the 81 as well. So we see the top 15 have all stayed out on the racetrack. As we look on through here, everyone who is still on track is still on the lead lap, but Salzman, Lip, Bernstein, Burns, Brandon Hall, Jonathan Rains all out of the race as a result of that crash. But the top 15 have remained on the racetrack. They'll probably need to pit if we don't get a caution. Everyone behind that, Brandon Gomez in 16th, the first car who did pit, but with rear end damage. But this is short track, so we'll see if it'll affect him or not, as we are back to racing here at North Wilkesboro. Already thinking about 3 wide there. And 3 wide for second place. Colton, you're on the high side of that. Ethan Timms and Stephen Collin all in that mix as well. Isaac Snyder is moving up thanks to that strategy. Now it looks like all the cars behind them took fuel only. We'll just have to see. These cars are definitely struggling for grip. But it is Cody Reynolds, the number 9, who stayed out. It is right now the leaders. Whoa, nearly got turned. There was a 6. Managed to recover, but that was a little too close there. Nearly hit the incinerator wall. Now, a couple of contenders here. Brandon Gomez with his fellow Fallout Boy car. This is getting a little marginal. Man, they are able to keep it straight. Tristan Allen's holding his breath, seeing that right in front of him. Chris Valerio dives it in there as we see Brett Willis on pit road. Number 78. Not sure what might be happening there. As the 81 passed his fellow Fallout Boy car, 97 of Evan Hunter. But back up at the front, it is all Cody Reynolds and then Stephen Collin, 2 Dodges. Got Dodges, 3 of the top 4. As there comes the 78. Will he cause a problem when he's trying to merge? He did have some damage, so he may have come in to repair that. Careful! Nearly bumped by the 57 of Tom Jonas, but he will merge back into traffic safely. Albeit a lap down. Jeff Scott in 4th, and the Ford, number 39, Dominic Anthony, running 5th. Top running Chevrolet is Isaac Snyder in 6th. If you're interested in the manufacturer battle, which there really is none, but yeah, whatever. Samantha LeBron running well here in 8th. But under threat from the 6, who had a very, very, very close call. But that 6 car has speed here and is moving up. As the 97 got back by the 81. Who again, comfortable on fuel. That's a risky move, but they make it work. 72 and the 1 staying in front of the 5. The 45 needing a great run here. Ben Crouch has dropped back as well. We got cars all over the place. It's going to be hard to keep track of them. I've never seen 3 wide a lot of places. Seeing this track is not the most conducive to grip with where everything is set. That and also the drivers pushing really hard. They know for some of these drivers trying to get up into the top 10 in points possibly. A lot of other drivers have fighting their own battles amongst the point standings. as Reynolds hangs on to the lead. He's had his fair share of good runs here and is on a good one right now. Driving for Macklemore, that number 9 Dodge. Jeff Scott running an experimental lane there, trying to see if he can find some grip. Now's the time to do it. If you're going to try something new, like Nicholas Wade going way up here, but I don't think that's going to work out. He'll lose a spot to the 6th, who is charging. Up into 7th as Noah Descartes. Carter Friesen's running top 10 along with Tom Jonas. And the top running driver who has already come into the pits is the 81, Brandon Gomez, listed 12th right now. Despite rear end damage, definitely not affecting him at all. If anything, it's made him even faster. Running right there with the 82, which that's pretty cool to see. And his fellow Fallout Boy car. So among friends is the 81 here. Evan Hunter driving the 97, Samantha LeBron driving the 82. And Mia Leathers is ahead of the 5, the 72, and the 42, which is what he needs if he's going to do anything about the championship. Listed in the 15th spot, with the 72 and the 5 right on top of each other. There's the 24 of Logan Drayling, the only multi-time winner this season, but Ben Kraut's not running too hot right now. Running back here right now, but he also did come into the pits, so we'll see if he'll be able to make anything up. 99 was able to maintain pretty decent speed despite pretty heavy front end damage there earlier. Pit crew did a great job of repairing that. Let's see, are any lap cars going to be a problem? 50 Dylan Seltz with some side damage, struggling to keep up. But not too bad as far as speed, as we have taken the halfway point here at North Wilkesboro. 2 Dodges, a Toyota, then another Dodge, and a Ford here in the top 5. As Noah Descartes continues to charge here, now breathing down the neck of the 94, Isaac Snyder. Jeff Scott looking to make the move for 3rd in the number 35 Foo Fighters Dodge. Could make it an all Dodge top 3 here. This car's starting to spread out now. Starting to favor a long green flag run now. Is Nicholas Wade looking to get by the 6. Pretty good race if you know where to look. Tom Jonas on an excellent run in 10th now. Has not been a great season for him. Had a 1 race suspension, but does have a win on the season. That came at Watkins Glen. Albeit an absolutely insane race, that one. As the 5 Tyler Lyman point leader on the charge. Now looking to get by the 1 car. 72 dropping back. Now into 23rd. But he could just be conserving a little bit, so then he'll have more later in the run. Ben Kraut's finally starting to gain some spots back. But again, we got a very mixed bag of strategy out there. A lot of cars who came into the pits, a lot of cars who didn't. I think everyone in the top 10 did not come in. Brandon Gomez again, still I believe the highest running car that did. In 12th. And I believe that most drivers behind them have also come into the pits after that big crash. But with how this is shaping up for all these front runners up here, as Jeff Scott has got up to 2nd, he's on one heck of a tear. Stephen Collin has dropped back to 4th. Now Snyder breathing right down the neck of the 39. We'll see if Jeff Scott has anything for Cody Reynolds. My neck is getting really sore sitting here, so I'm like moving around a lot. My bad. Ugh. So what can Scott do about that 9 car, if anything? Or is he just going to play conservative, try and go as long as he can in this run, maybe hope for a slim chance of a caution? so that he can conserve some fuel and maybe try and stretch it without pitting. But that would be an incredibly tall task. I don't see that happening for any of these front runners. But Cody Reynolds showing his strength. I believe will be well and truly capturing the most laps led bonus points. Which that is something that you really want. You get a lot of bonus points if you're able to do so. And Cody Reynolds, I believe, if he hasn't locked it in already, he's getting awfully close to doing so. But everyone here in the top 10 getting a little closer to each other now than they were. As Gomez slides up the track there. Everyone out there fighting loose, fighting tight, fighting very ill-handling race cars. But they're all doing their best to hang in there. As we're checking out some of these championship runners, again, Gomez still in position to possibly reclaim the point lead. But Tyler Lyman's not running too badly. He's still in the top 20. Might get passed here by Logan Drailing, the 24. Justin Zeidel's right there in the 13. But looking to get back into the top 20 now is Tristan Allen. Which again, once all those drivers pit, I think it could actually be Brandon Gomez in the catbird seat to maybe become the second multi-time winner this season. Looks like all these drivers have officially settled into line here, although Scott just moved up the track there. Ethan Sims is going to say thank you very much and get underneath him. As we'll see, lap cars any trouble yet? Not quite yet. As we have 20 laps to go now, coming to take 19 laps to go here at North Wilkesboro. I would say only about 10 to 15 laps away for these front runners. As far as pit stops, is Stephen Collin now looking to take advantage in the number 25. He'll get back up to third. Jeff Scott will drop back. He's able to get in front of the 39 here, which he does. So Scott will settle back to fourth. Dominic Anthony looking to get a good run on the high side there. You do get some momentum if you run up there and you have enough grip. But that's always the question, is grip. As that 81 is well and truly pulled away from his nearest rival, who is already pitted. I think that would be the one car, being a Leathers right now. Lap car Brett Willis. That is maintaining good speed. Chris Valerio currently wraps up the top 15, but I think he may have stayed out, but I'm not positive. But I think that Brandon Gomez is really looking good here as far as capturing the win. But you never know. You just never know. Cody Reynolds with 15 laps to go. Even though he'll have to pit, showing that he has a strong car and that he's got the ability to do so. That didn't make much sense, but Cody Reynolds showing that he's got the ability to win races. Ethan Sims showing his strengths. We're seeing that out of a lot of these front runners. Now just 13 laps to go. Stephen Collin looking to get second place from Ethan Sims. And will indeed get there. Jeff Scott looking to follow suit. But the 90 with the run. Scott doing what he can. It looks like Jeff Scott might be able to get him eventually as Noah Discard go way up the racetrack. Carter Friesen almost overdriving the exit there. Carter Friesen, the number 92 Lincoln Park Dodge, has also been pretty strong. Not just today, but throughout the course of, I'd say, the last several races. As Ethan Sims struggling to hang on there on the high side, now under threat from Dominic Anthony. That is for 4th. As we are taking 10 laps to go here. Now do bear in mind that they were under caution for a little while, so they may have been able to save some fuel that way, but they would have had to save a lot. Right when I say that, Cody Reynolds has come in along with Stephen Cullen and Ethan Timms. So that gives the lead to Jeff Scott temporarily with 9 to go. Temporarily. So he will get a bonus point. But now he comes into the pits. Dominic Anthony, Isaac Snyder stay on the racetrack. And Gomez still running along with the 97 and the 82. The one car is starting to close on him slowly, so I wouldn't give him the win quite yet. Dominic Anthony coming into the pits this time. Isaac Snyder, no Descar Ghost there on the racetrack as they're actually having a battle here. Who's going to lead this lap? You do get a bonus point, and it's no Descar Go, just barely. But it's 7 laps to go. They are stretching it as far as they can. They're both coming in. Carter Friesen remains on the racetrack. Careful there. Tom Jonas is in. As the 97 and the 82 pitted, so now the 81 all by himself. Now running second. The only driver in front of him is Carter Friesen. But he has to come in as well, I think. Well, he stays out yet again. Or did he pit? I don't know. As Colton Yo actually comes out right next to the 81, so that could cause a problem. But it's only 5 laps to go. Am I mistaken? Did Carter Friesen actually pit? Or is he going to come in this time? Friesen stays out again. Is he going to try? Is he taking inspiration from what the 44 did at Gateway? Is he going to try and stretch it here, or did he pit? I honestly don't remember. If he did pit, well then he's almost got this locked up. As there's DJ Reed right in front of him. He is not going to have the day he wants or needs if he's going to have any shot at this championship. But Carter Friesen looks like might be able to stretch it to the finish here. I may have been mistaken. He may have actually pitted there on that caution. So it's 3 laps to go. Can he hang in there? And the 81 is coming to the pits by the looks of it. I thought I saw a car in the pits. Where is he? Where's the 81? Brandon Gomez listed 21st now, so I think that he did have to pit. I am amazed at that. As I saw the white flag flying, so crap, where is he? Oh, there's the white flag. Carter Friesen taking the white flag. Looks like he'll be able to stretch it to the finish here. My goodness, I am with where all the strategy was. I've gotten very discombobulated, but driving for Lincoln Park, the 92, Carter Friesen, will get the victory at North Wilkesboro, race number 15 of the series. I did not expect that, but then again, with where strategy was for everyone, I had no idea where everyone was on fuel, so you gotta admire him there. Great job for the 92, driving for Lincoln Park. I imagine that that would be in tribute not only to, well, to both Chester Bennington, former lead singer, as also to Carson Andrews, a close friend of Carter Friesen, used to drive in the PDNC, signed up for the old Powerade series, but never got the opportunity to drive in that. So a great win there for the 92. And Carter Friesen getting it done. Mia Leathers in second place. That is exactly what he needed. Chris Valerio in third, an excellent run. Tyler Lyman fourth, so he will extend his point lead though. Justin Seidel, an excellent top 5 there. Tristan Allen in 6th, also a great run there. He will gain some points. Derek Hamill 7th. Ben Crouch in 8th. Jerry Mystery, Patrick Smith in the top 10 as we see where all the pit stops shaped everyone up. Brandon Gomez back in 21st. So not exactly what he needs as far as the championship. But man, that was all over the place, but that's awesome. Came down to strategy there. That is good stuff. Cody Reynolds, after leading the most laps, will wind up in 16th, so still pretty solid run. And Mark Davidson 13th, despite some heavy damage. But I'm not sure why the 81 had to pit. He came in, so I don't know if he just didn't get it topped off, or maybe was using more fuel with the damage that he had. I don't know. That is hard to say. But yeah, I don't know, because we can see the top 14. Yeah, the top 15 were who stayed out. The 78 had a problem but had a pit, so yeah, something may have gone wrong with the 81. Maybe had a tire going down, which is always possible. So he'll need to rebound as we'll be heading to Rockingham for the next race. But a great job for Mia Leathers, exactly the run that they needed. Tyler Lyman will extend his point lead most likely. And Tristan Allen keeping himself and Ben Crouch well and truly in the hunt with 6th and 8th in that race. But that's all fun and dandy, but for right now it is all about Carter Friesen driving for Lincoln Park in tribute to Chester Bennington and I Imagine Carson Andrews, bringing it home. Absolutely incredible job there for that 92. So as we go take a look at the point standings, I'm interested to see how close it's going to be. I do know that Lyman is going to increase his point lead with that 4th place finish. But Allen and Kraus not finishing not that far behind them. They were 3rd and 4th in the points coming into that. So let's find out here. Once this thing gets working, there we go. You definitely got to put North Wilkesboro in there somewhere. I don't even know what that is. So 15 races down, now 5 races to go in the series. We head to Rockingham next. You want to definitely make sure that you're in a comfortable position after that one, because after that, it's Talladega. So you want to make sure you're in a comfortable position. So let's see where everyone stacks up after that action-packed strategy fest that was race 15. And not surprisingly, Tyler Lyman hangs on to it, now 58 ahead of 2nd place Tristan Allen, Ben Crouch 74 back, and Brandon Gomez 86 back. Mia Leathers will actually get past DJ Reed. So DJ Reed falling out 180 back, so he could be out of the championship hunt unless he is able to do something spectacular. But that puts Carter Friesen into 6th, so great job there. But the top 4 still looks like it could come down to one of those 4. But Mia Leathers, finishing in 2nd place, did what she needed to do. In order to gain some points there, still 150 back. So, but we'll just have to see. But what's actually really important to note here is that all the top 3 have not won at all this season. No wins between any of those in the top 3. Brandon Gomez, the only winner there in the top 5 actually. But 6th, 7th, and 8th all with wins. 10th and 11th with wins. But that just shows it looks like consistency is more favorable as compared to outright winning races, which, as we could see, only one multi-time winner this season, though, Logan Drayling. But even that, Logan Drayling, the only multi-time winner this season, way down 25th in points. So that just shows it's pretty much a dogfight each and every race. But Rockingham will be next on the schedule. for race 16 as we're starting to wind this series down. We'll see who will emerge with the championship. Right now, Tyler Lyman with the advantage. Tristan Allen Ben Crouch breathing right down his neck. And of course, Brandon Gomez still not that far out. And if he's able to bring it home, we'll just have to see. But a big congrats to Carter Friesen on the win on that one. So I'm going to say thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in the next race. And until then, y'all have yourselves a good one. Take care, and bye for now.